Hello, fellow assassins. Narc over here doing my first video commentary. I'll start by talking about a bit about myself, and then I'll go on to talk a little bit about the game and what I think of it. So basically, my name is Narc. I'm 28 years old. I'm from Montreal, Canada. I'm French Canadian, so you might realize that my accent sometimes isn't perfect. Some choice of wording that I'll use won't be perfect as well, but I think you guys will understand, and I think I'll be fine. Whatever, describing what I'm trying to say. So this is starting well off. I'm already having trouble. This is good. This is good. So yeah, like I said, I'm from Montreal, basically the birthplace of Assassin's Creed. I've been a few times to the Ubisoft HQ to test the game, which is pretty cool. It's always fun when the game comes out and then you get to see the changes they've made based on what we've said and what we thought was wrong with the game. I'm hoping I'm not gonna get flamed over this, because bear in mind that we didn't test the multiplayer. Well, actually, I did test the multiplayer for Brotherhood, but it was more of a gameplay than actual core design. That was fun. It was only a 3 hour, I believe, that I spent on the multiplayer on Brotherhood, and it was already there. I mean, right there and then, I knew that this game was gonna be something. I mean, that was so fun. Trying out the multiplayer before it came out, it was totally awesome. I mean, I knew right there and then that this game was gonna be my top game for the next few years. What else? I mean, I'm a pretty laid-back player. If I play against good players, I mean, I'll be sitting on the edge of my seat, and I'll be changing my abilities and the way I play a little bit. Like over here, I realized that HexyWoo was in the game, so I kind of had to watch my ass there, and basically, I think I changed my poison to mute at some point, because I realized that she was in there, and you have to play a little differently against good players, and I wasn't sure how she played, as I didn't play much with her. I haven't played much, so I mean, you have to adapt to whoever you're facing. I mean, when I play with noobs, I'm more laid back. I sit. Sorry, I'm watching the gameplay at the same time as I'm doing the commentary. So yeah, I'm a pretty laid-back player. I'll smoke cigarettes, which I know is not good, but I mean, I still do it while I play. So sometimes you'll see me fuck up or just stop playing for a second or two, probably because I ashed on myself or I dropped my cigarette, or you know, shit happens. So. Except that, I mean, I've started playing the Assassin's Creed franchise right away. The first one, I played, I don't know how many hours. I actually completed it 100% with getting all the flags and shit, which is a real pain in the ass, but I still managed to do it. Then I went on the second one, finished it twice. Finished twice the single player at 100% before I actually started playing the multiplayer. But once I started playing the multiplayer, I mean, I was just up there, top 50 for most of the time. The Templar grade was up, and I basically almost stopped going to school because of this fucking game. And yeah, so I mean, I just devoured that game. And then Assassin's Creed Revelations come out. I mean, I like the tweaks they've done. There's good, there's bad. Everybody has their preferences, but I mean, you have to move on. I mean, the first one was good, and I understand why people are still playing it. But at the same time, there's good stuff that they've done on this one. There's little things like the smoke bomb. I understand the 1 second lag from your hand to the ground. But at the same time, I mean, when you get in a crew of 4 people, everybody starts throwing their smoke at the same time. Everybody starts dodging, and then it's just a fucking fist fest afterwards. I mean, everybody's dodging, and then the killing starts, and nobody gets points. I don't know. It's kind of weird how they've done that, how they taught it out. It feels like when you get in there, it means it's basically random. It's basically you're going to the casino. Let's see what happens, and you hope for the best. So most of the time, I'll try to stay back and either get the best score as possible, get the last kill, it's a choice. I mean, you either go in there and try to get the last kill to keep your streak and keep going, or you just fuck it, you'll die, and well, I mean, you try to get the best score. You try to get the best score out of it, which is often the best option, I think. But it all depends on the situation. You always have to adapt. This is what the game is about. I mean, yeah, when you play with noobs, you have smoke, they don't. You have other abilities that they don't have. But then at some point, everybody gets all the same abilities, and this becomes a meta game. This becomes a mind game. You know, you have to outsmart your opponent, and you have to adapt. So I don't know. That's one of the reasons why I play a lot of Assassinate, because it's often one-on-one. Who will have the best strategy? Who will come out victorious? Who will come out with the most points? And I don't know. I like that aspect of Assassinate. I used to be a big manhunt player, but since it took 3 months before they could get the fucking multiplayer to work, because nowadays it seems like you can actually team up with friends. Since the DLC, you can team up with friends and actually stay together for many games in a row. So I used to play a lot of Manhunt. We were really good at Manhunt. I mean, we barely lost, which was really awesome. But now with this one, I mean, it's all about the defensive round, and there's 4,000 to 5,000 points to make an offense, and then you have to rack almost 10,000 K on your defense round, which is fucking hard. But I mean, there's ways to do it. So, anyways, I'm just saying this game is different. There's good, there's bad. Like right now, I messed up my smoke, but you know, this shit happens. You have to figure out the new way to play. What else could I say about myself? I think that's pretty much it. I mean, I'm pretty competitive when it comes to playing Assassin's Creed. I don't like to lose. I don't like to be outsmarted. But yeah, otherwise, I've just started to get my name back up a little bit, because it took me about a month and a half to start playing the multiplayer. I finished a single player again 100% on this one. And now I started playing against big names, and I mean, my friends list is getting filled with pretty big players, which is good. Recognition is there. We'll see how this goes with the commentary. Hopefully this will bring me more recognition, and we'll see how this goes. So this match is pretty much getting to an end. This is the video with HexyWoo. I mean, I didn't realize she was in there until a few seconds after the game started. So I don't know. This was pretty good. I scored pretty good, and I guess I'll talk to you guys soon. Take care.